How to read faster on a computer screen. Your reading speed on a computer will be at least 25% slower than your reading speed on paper. You and I cannot do anything about it. It is the way how our eyes work. So if your reading speed on paper is 100 words per minute, then your reading speed on a computer would be around 75. Knowing this will make you aware of that you are not doing anything wrong and you are on the right track if you are reading slowly on a computer. Don't be discouraged if your reading speed decreases while reading on a computer. It is normal. What you can do in this situation is practice what I have taught you in this course and get to the speed of 1000 words per minute on a physical book. In this case, our reading speed on a computer would be around 750 words per minute, which is much better than 75 words per minute. Don't go on looking for new techniques or better techniques or unique techniques. You already know all the techniques that would help you increase your reading speed. You just need to practice them. Please note that I have already shared all the tips, techniques and strategies about reading faster in previous lessons. In this lesson, I will help you to become aware of these tips, techniques and strategies that you need to use for reading on a computer screen. So, here you go. Misconceptions. I had an entire lesson on this topic in the previous ones. If you have done the exercises mentioned, your reading speed would have already increased for reading on a computer screen as well. If you haven't done the drills until now, I recommend you to do them right now. The drills I have shared help your eyes to move and read faster. It also helps your mind to absorb the information faster. These drills help you when you are reading on a screen as well. Go to state. I have covered this in the previous lessons as well, the alpha state level. Always enter into the learning state before reading anything, and reading on a computer is not an exception. Follow the system I have covered for you. This applies to reading on a computer screen as well. This system works perfectly for 500-page ebooks and also for a few-page articles. If you are reading a long ebook, you can play a light music in the background. It helps you to remain in the alpha state. Music by Mozart, for example, is the right type of music. Tips and strategies. Avoid distractions. The biggest challenge of reading on a computer screen is not reading slowly, but what you do other than reading, such as checking your email, reading Facebook updates, etc. All these are distractions you should stay away from while reading on a computer. 100% of your focus should be on reading and not on anything else. There will be a lot of temptation to open your Facebook account for a few seconds. You will never notice how those few seconds last for an hour. After 1 hour, you will blame yourself for not reading and blame your lack of concentration. So, control your temptation and it will save you a lot of time and energy. If you are using Chrome, there is a great application in their web store. Stay focused. Please install it. It's very useful. Use a pacer. I hope by now you are using a pacer and this became a habit and you do it naturally. You already know why we use a pacer and how it benefits us. You use a pacer while reading on a computer screen as well. Using a pacer is slightly different, of course. You can use a hand, a pen, or make use of a mouse as a pointer. All three of them are good and I have got similar results with all. You can use a pacer this way as well. Instead of using a pacer for the entire line, you can place the pacer at the beginning of the sentence. Once you finish reading the sentence, move the pacer to the beginning of the text of the next sentence. This method saves you the trouble of moving the pacer on the entire sentence. This method works best if you have a sufficient practice with pacers on books. Train your eyes and got rid of bad habits like regression. Once you have trained your eyes and got rid of all the bad habits, you can limit using a pacer and maybe skip it entirely. This is possible only after you have trained your eyes and brain. For devices such as Kindle, tablets, you can use your hand as pacer and get amazing results. I admit, it looks and feels unnatural using a pacer on electronic devices. The results would be great once you make it a habit, and your speed will show an increase for sure. If you don't like using a physical pacer, you could check out the iPhone or iPad application below that has digital pointers where you can set the speed at which the pointer should move. I've not used it whether it works for other ebooks that your own or PDFs. This is it, quickreader.net.